Are we good, Dhanraj?
Yep. It's going to start.
Okay, guys. Hi, everyone. This is Group 5, and our scenario is number 2. I think this topic will be a bit interesting to a lot of Australians because it is related to toilet paper. So you guys have seen the scarcity of people going crazy by the shortage of the toilet rolls during this pandemic time. So at some point of time, the demand and the supply rate didn't match each other. So whenever demand was really good, there was a shortage of supply. That's the reason didn't meet, and we had a lot of shortage for the toilet papers. So it might be because of so many factors. So in the same way, our scenario, what we are dealing with, it's a toilet manufacturing company which doesn't have a proper infrastructure. And as a business analyst, what we are supposed to do is we need to do a proper, we need to lay a proper infrastructure for that company. So this presentation deals with a situation where we need to upgrade a business which is not having proper infrastructure. So we are laying a path for detailed process for the toilet manufacturing company, following a 3-month plan, which takes the company facing issues with a poor business model to a well-built infrastructure. So using CRM tools, customer relation management tools, and this will not only help the clients with the production clients, but also the production team to lay out detailed and suggested ordering systems, so that the supply rate will be meeting with the demand rate, and most importantly, there will be a minimal human involvement and supervision. So we are using agile methodology to automate the business process. So from here on, Dhanraj will be speaking about issues and the challenges that we are going to face in the automation process. Over to you, Dhanraj.
Thank you so much, Chandu, for explaining really well. So what we have got here is the production environment that is not very much efficient at the moment, as it is based on ordering system. So what happens over here is that when customer place the orders, only then it is going into the production environment, and then factory starts building, making the toilet rolls. So that is very expensive in a way, and it's it's a lag on environment, and also there is a on-demand production environment. So as I explained before, also another issue that we face over here is a complaint solution process. So what happens is that whenever a customer places a complaint, so the turnaround time is really high. So the company executive or the administrative executives, they take around 72 hours to come with a solution. So that is really making the process very slow. And after that, we got inefficient administration. So as I explained that the production is not going continuously, as it is an on-demand production environment. So what happens, like when customers place orders, so that goes to the factory and they produces the orders. So you never know, like the customer will place the order and it will take a lot of time for him to get the product. So that we are trying to resolve here in our presentation. So the next part of the presentation will be explained by my friend Mandeep.
Thank you, Dhanraj. First of all, very late good afternoon to everyone. I hope everyone is doing great. So moving forward into the presentation, our plan here is to introduce an automated system. So to collect the orders for the toilet paper from the customers. So our motive is to make this process easier. So to do that, first of all, in the initial phase, we need to choose a customer relationship management software, which will just automate this whole process. So there are like a lot of CRM softwares available in the market. To name few are like Zendesk, Zoho, HubSpot, or FreeAgent. So we can use whichever we want depending on our requirements. So once we have chosen our CRM software, what we need is to test that software, whether it is running according to our requirements or not. So to do that, we will allow the customers to place order through our new automated system, and we'll see whether how it's running, if it's smooth or if we find any technical glitch in it. So once we have done that, we have to train our staff to learn this new system and see how they deal with it, like if they find it easy to use or what kind of feedback they come up with. And we will come across a few errors or bugs which we have to eliminate as quickly as we can to make our system run smooth. After that, in the next phase, we have to get feedback from our customers. Like, they are the most important people to us because they are the one who will place the orders through this new system. So we will see how they are dealing with it, whether they find it easy to use or they find any kind of problem using the system. So in the last, we will introduce a reward system for the customers who are like our regular customers or our customers who place bulk orders through our system. So we have to give them some sort of reward. So we will introduce a discount system, or we'll give them vouchers or coupons, depending upon how frequently they use a system to place orders. So the rest part of the plan will be discussed by Rahman. Rahman, over to you.
Thank you, Mandeep. I'm also explaining some few other plans which are we used to make our business better. So like the first one is introducing customer support portals. So we need to do a portal so where can customer easily get the basic supports if they need any kind of basic support, and to make our business better. And the next one is create interface prototype. So what is prototype? Prototype is like any new model of a machine is a prototype. So we like the first model of any car is a prototype. So using the prototype, they developing new models follow that prototype every year. So and the next one is create integration. So what is integration? Is defined as mixing things or people together that were formerly separate. So like there's a business integration when two or more independent business firms are combined for a common purpose. So this is called business combination and integration. And the next one is apply business rules. So business rules are very important in business because every company have their own rules. Like for example, in one company, employee wants his employees common time, and in school, some schools has rules to wear the uniforms. So we need to follow the rules to make our business better. And the next one is monitoring the process to analyze KPI. So what is KPI? KPI means key performance indicators. So it's actually tools. It's a measurable value that show the right path your team and your business is going on the right way or not. So I think key performance indicator is very important in the business, which just tell you you're going to in the right way or not. And the next one is production. So if we follow these plans, so the production will be increased and we can fulfill the customer requirements. So yeah, these are the plans, and this is from my side. So back to Mandeep.
Thank you, Rahman. So next, I'll talk about this agile approach. So the whole idea behind creating this presentation or creating this automated system was to follow those agile principles and values. So as a business analyst in our new automated system, what we're going to do is we will create more customer involvement, and the customer queries will be solved more quickly using the minimal time. Secondly, the customer feedback will be highly promoted, We will welcome the customers' feedback, what kind of suggestions they come up with, they have any advice, and we'll try to integrate that into a system if possible. And last but not the least, a new automated system will be very flexible and very much adaptable to the changing situations we find in our surrounding. So in future, if you want to include any new module or a new process, it should be possible for our system. That's all from my side. Just going to pass it on to Hermine. Thank you.
Thanks, Mandeep. Today I'm going to discuss about the risk involved in implementing this business automated process.
Harmin, just try and increase your sound if you can.
Okay. So today I'm going to discuss about the risk involved in this business automated process. So there are a few risks, but I'm going to talk about the basic ones. There is the first one is the integration with multiple processes with the tedious task. So yes, it is a tedious task because it is extremely difficult for the business to integrate the multiple processes at the same time with the different tools, and this can pose a significant challenge for the business, especially the online businesses. And the companies need to shed out the good amount of money in order to get hands on these consultations with an IT consultant so that they can choose the right solutions. So yes, this was the first one. The second one is the cutting down the workforce. So the fear of job cuts is basically upsurging with the emergence of this business automated process. And there is a chance like people gonna lose their jobs who are consistently engaged in manual and repetitive tasks, and businesses gonna rely on more automation than the humans because it will increase their sales and product improvement will also be there and so on. But the lack of human judgment sometimes can increase the risk for the companies, which is a threat to them rather than a gain. And so to mitigate these risks, the company can do continuous monitoring by looking up, like ensuring is there a compliance with the quality standards. They can see like the proper production plan is going on as per the rules and regulations, and they can measure performance as well for the production plan, and they can see whether they are following the plan, of course, as I told you, and they can also see if there is any deviations, and they can take any corrective actions simultaneously. So, and the second, they can minimize the risk by continuous compliance as well. And from the continuous compliance, they can save their time and cost, and the company can focus on more other strategic areas, and it will further increase the decision-making power and mitigate those real risk assessment. And this one center. So overall, I can say that the companies or the large companies, they should go for this business automated process because it will enhance their efficiency and will be a benefit. Thank you. That's all.